got to get in the flow of things. You know what I mean?
Hey, you want to? Hey, you just want to like talk for a second?
Freestyle.
Just get all loose and loosey goosey or whatever. Yeah, I feel like it's very just forced when I sit here and try to come up with just an awesome intro. I remember back in the day, I used to like script all this stuff out.
Yeah.
And I would sit there and just read it all day.
Can't do that.
Over and over again. And I can't do it anymore. I don't have time at work. I don't have time to just get that.
You're not living your best life.
You lose the flow. So I'm just like, you know what? Hey,
Dude,
we're just going to roll right into it.
No.
Just like,
just grab the microphone and just do like they do like before they do a rap, right?
Like a rap battle.
It just go like, they go like, all right, okay, yo, okay, yeah, okay, hold on. All right, yeah, okay, love that flow. Okay, yeah, yeah, okay, yeah, right. You know what I mean? They said, and then they go into it, and then just go right into your spill.
Yeah, James, just do that.
Do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do that, James.
But you got to yell, turn it up in my headphones, bro.
Hey, I can't hear you.
Right.
Hey,
turn up the beat.
hey, where's that snare?
Exactly.
You know?
Man, I love this. Hey, we're back at the podcast studio. This is James grabbing the brisket. We got Jan, we got Matt. We're down John and Alex. John's off in California making sure his dad's mending. So thoughts and prayers to Dad up there. Hope he's doing well.
Yep.
Alex, thoughts and prayers are him riding the rails, man. They just keep him just locked down.
Working on the railroad.
Yeah, no,
which is the thing, man.
20 years seniority there, and you figure you would have earned a little bit of time.
Hey, those old timers, look, this is when you know it's not that hard of work when their dudes are like 68 and they're like, I'm not retiring. I'm making my money. I don't care what Alex tells me. Like, I'm like, Alex, yes, I do. Alex, I get it. Okay, I get it. It's cold. It's whatever. But these crusty dudes aren't retiring for a reason. And let me tell you, you put them down in a salt mine, they're going to be leaving quick. A coal mine, they're out of there, right? Put them on the railroad, and they're like, nah, we're good. We're making 100 plus G's a year, living my best life.
Yeah.
You know?
You're trying to anger all the railroad
Yeah.
workers.
Is it like
Come on. I'm trying to rile them up.
It's like chemical plant operators.
Yeah. The motherfuckers don't do shit.
Just press a button. Just like,
No, they don't do. Listen, let me tell you what a chemical plant operator does. All they do is complain about all the contractors out there, but they don't do shit anyways. You know what I mean? Like, they're really good about telling you what you do wrong. Yet I'm like, I've never seen one of them do something right. You know what I mean? Like, get out of here with that. Oh, okay. You sit behind the board. I'm a board operator. Okay, great. Go turn a valve. Like, great. Do your thing. Hey, get off that subject.
Now that nobody's listening.
Exactly.
This ain't the thing. Listen, I'm just kidding about
No,
board.
we love all our
No, man. Yeah, I'm just kidding.
our engineers and conductors,
Not
and
engineers.
chemical plant operators, and I mean these people are just the lifeblood of America, just keeping it rolling. You know what I mean? Without them, we'd probably just be all in the dark, right?
Good cover, James.
No, it's exactly what would happen. Mm-hmm. That's not even like a little. I was like, well, you could take away like all children in the world, we're still living, right? You could take all the way all women in the world, right? We're still going to live for a while, right? The country's still going to run. Like the roads are going to get fixed. Everything's going to happen. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Power is still going to the grid. We're all doing what we should do. I'll tell you right now, take away a man, take men away from the world, done. Like, just clap the hands, right?
I'll tell you, all three of our female listeners are going to be calling in pissed off now.
That's good.
John's mom.
Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. Hey, I clap my hands, and every man in this world just left, right? It's full of women. Let me tell you what's not happening. You ain't, and I know there's some smart women out there. I'm not saying there's not, right? I'm not saying there's not smart women engineers or anything else. I'm saying when it comes down to doing the work and doing the job, who do you think built everything? Like, I know it sounds horrible. It's probably the worst.
It's probably
a rabbit hole.
The views expressed by Jan do not reflect the
I'm
cast
just saying,
of the Grab the Brisket podcast.
I'm just saying there's a certain point in time where we don't have electricity. The roads aren't getting fixed. Yeah, there's just going to happen, you know. Now, is it a better world? I'm not saying anything about that. Maybe it is a better world, right? Like I'm not here to judge you whether it's good or bad. I'm just telling you we may not have indoor plumbing soon. That's all I'm saying. Okay?
Yeah. You know, that's a perfect segue into what I was going to go into.
Nice.
This is a National Women's Month, and
That's why I said
think
it.
we just had Women's Day not too long ago.
That's why I said it.
Celebrating them and
Yeah.
all their major, wonderful achievements and
Hey.
interventions and all that type of stuff. Let me go through just
Way
a
to go,
couple.
women. You got a month.
Let me just go through a couple.
I'm just
to get your thoughts on some of this stuff because without them, definitely would not be around. So
Yeah.
check this out.
Love you, Mom.
1886, Josephine Cochran invented the dishwasher.
Okay.
Imagine
Josephine
that.
Cochran.
Yeah, imagine that. She invented the dishwasher. She took it to the state fair that year. I'm sure everybody just like went bonkers.
No,
over
the
that
women,
shit.
no, because you know what? Women back then were like, can't afford it. Don't want it. Hey, don't want that contraption in my house. I wash my dishes just fine.
Don't even look at it.
Don't even look at it.
Yeah.
Hey, if I wasn't washing dishes, what would I be doing?
Let me segue in a couple of
Is that what they're saying,
let
man?
me, let me
No, I'm just
segue.
kidding.
out
I'm
of
just
that.
joking. This is too easy. This is way too easy.
Now we're done. We're down to one
I'm
lady
just
listener.
kidding. I'm just a joke.
Gonna run through a couple of them. Kevlar. Yeah. Good old Stephanie Kwolek. 1965 invented Kevlar. So thank you for that.
Yeah,
for
what
sure.
now, Jan?
Yeah.
The windshield
She had
wiper.
a man boss, okay?
The
Just saying.
windshield wiper. I mean, come on. Where would we be out there? We'd be driving with our heads out the window.
No, we'd have a woman out there pulling a string to get the damn thing to go across. Why do you keep doing this? This is too easy. This is way too easy. I'm just kidding, by the way. It's a joke. Ha ha. No, seriously, I really am just
square
kidding.
bottom paper bag.
That's pretty legit. Because nobody wants a round bottom paper bag.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's cool. Okay.
All right. We got the submarine lamp and the telescopic gun sight. It's thanks to Heidi Lamar.
Yeah.
It's 1941.
She's smart.
Yep. One of them's tasked for inventing globes.
Yeah.
The globes that was
you like put on your desk?
put in every classroom
Who
that taught
tasked her
everybody
with that?
about geography. I think she invented it herself. So
She invented her own globe.
groundbreaking.
What do you got to say about that, Jan?
Well, I just feel like there were a lot of people that went
There's
before
many-
her.
there's many-
that
there's many
charted
more.
the entire world.
And they all had maps.
Yeah, right.
No globes.
Nope. It's called charting, and they didn't have anything, and so there it is. Yeah, you know what? Listen, I was just kidding around when I said comments earlier because it is National Women's Month, and yeah, without women, we wouldn't even be here talking, right? And think about this now.
Go on.
That's all I got. Yeah, I just hey, is it weird that we have all these months that we celebrate?
No. You think it's weird?
Yeah, is that weird?
No.
There's like a month for everything.
No, it's not weird.
When is
I don't know. Everybody likes to label everything. Like everything's a day now. Like I think every calendar out there has
A day
this
for
is
every-
National Donut Day, or this is National
Margarita Day? I get
Thank
down
your
with.
postman.
Right?
Day.
Margarita Day, good.
Good, right? Hey, National Fix Your Tire
International
Day.
Win Month. Nah, we don't need that.
Nah, I mean, I don't think. Okay, just because there's not, and I only say this because there's not a National Men's Day. It's just
Are you sure there's not?
yeah.
Did you look it up?
Yeah, I'm like positive on this. But I just think that just having a day or a month just seems kind of what's the word I'm looking for? Like you're
Selfish.
You're a little needy. You know what I mean? Like okay, we had to satisfy this the quo over here because they were yapping about something, so we gave them a month. You know what I mean? Like
November 19th,
yeah. What's that?
National Men's Day.
We get one day.
Yeah.
And then they get a whole month. Yeah, you see what I'm talking about? Yeah, I'm just saying, man. Like, I'm all in favor of recognizing smart women in any industry that have accomplished anything in life and whatever else, right? I just don't know if every woman on. I'm just kidding. I could just keep going down
I'm
this.
just not
thing.
sure they all deserve it. Is what you're saying?
Who knows, man? I'm not here to judge you or not. You know,
I
it's for
can't
you.
wait for John to
Definitely
listen
not
to this
judging.
back.
That's for you to
Yeah.
judge. You know.
I'm going to go ahead and just segue out of this. So
Yeah,
I'm
you
going to
gotta
jump on
go.
my segue and just
I
get
may
out
be a
of
little bit of
town.
chauvinist today. Okay,
I know.
I'm not trying to be
Really
a
it
chauvinist.
is. Really it is.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
hey, I may be a little bit.
We're trying to
chauvinist
take
today.
this podcast national, man. We can't
Yeah.
be just pissing
Okay.
off everybody.
Well, hey, you know what they say?
when in Rome, right?
You know,
I don't even know what that means, but
I didn't say that.
let,
You
let
said
me
that.
let me jump off on another article that I found the other day.
Yeah.
This is from the Tasting Table website.
Yeah.
They came up with an ingenious idea, and I'm going to say it's ingenious on their part. This is what they're saying. This is buzzworthy. This is a new thing.
Do you think it's genius, or
No,
they
I
said it's
don't.
genius?
This is from their article.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's
Preach.
like ingenious. You
Yeah.
know, first of its kind.
Preach.
We're talking about soaked toothpicks in bourbon. Catch a little buzz on a toothpick. What you do is you take your toothpicks and you soak them in bourbon for X amount of time. And whenever you need a little pick-me-up, a little buzz, you just grab yourself a old toothpick.
No, I think it's a thing. So I don't know how well a good thing of this is, but this is a thing. Like, you've seen the nicotine toothpicks.
Right.
This is what they're doing.
This is the alcohol. This is a bourbon toothpick.
The next one's gonna be marijuana, and then you're gonna have cocaine,
that's
and then you're gonna have cocaine toothpicks, and we all know what happens with those. Okay, these fools out there chopping it up, snorting these fucking wood toothpicks, and yeah,
I feel
they
like,
got
and
issues.
just hear me out. I feel like that's just something maybe an alcoholic invented.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like I could just imagine.
Somebody who had to have a drink,
Right.
who had to sneak it in
Can
somewhere.
you imagine?
How can I pull this
Hey,
off?
No,
You know,
no. Can you imagine? You drive down the road, you get pulled over, you're fucked up, right?
it's got a toothpick off.
No, you smell like alcohol. No, it's a toothpick, man.
Right.
I don't think that's gonna work.
It's like, hey,
okay?
Jim, did you get that report for me this morning? I told you not to talk to me until I had my fourth toothpick, all right?
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? Like, jeez. Dad, do you have time for the... Nah, son, I'm
I kind of want
yeah,
like
no.
the idea, but can you really get a buzz from a toothpick's
No,
worth?
I don't
of
think
bourbon?
so,
Like,
right?
I mean, there's no way.
I think you get a little nummy in your mouth. But I can just vision this whole scenario playing out with the kid. Like, hey, Dad, you want to play catch? And then this guy's like, hey, go grab me another toothpick out of the fridge, right? And the kid's just like, all right, Dad, right? Hands it to him. He's just quivering. Here you go. He just puts it in his mouth. Big old beer belly. He just throws on the television, you know.
This
just
is a
watches
wrong
it.
toothpick, and just throws it down.
I asked for the maker's mark, mother effer, right?
Now pick them up.
Go get your mother.
Right.
It's Women's Month.
Freaking Rain Man. How many toothpicks?
Yeah. No, it's horrible. Hey, God bless barbecue.
No, that's horrible.
I
God
can just still
bless
imagine that
barbecue.
somebody just going to try to man that up a little bit, like
Yeah,
just
right.
make it a little manly.
Yeah.
That they're just cutting off like just 1/4-inch dowel pins or whatever,
right.
and just soaking it in like Everclear for like a month or whatever. You know what I mean? It's
The
like
man's
Hey,
triple XL.
there's always that
toothpick.
one guy that goes too far, right? He's out there whittling and like, what do you call it when they're like spinning the wood and they're like,
right there, like a
lathing.
lathe.
yeah, right, and just like, zzz, and he's like, oh, hey, what are you doing? Making toothpicks. You're like, whoa, Jerry, that's crazy. You're a little bit alcoholic, aren't you?
Nah, it's fine. It's like you sure are going through a lot of toothpicks,
He's got
Jim.
6 or 7 in his mouth. He's chewing on them like a crazy person. Like, Jim, how long has it been since you drank? 2 weeks.
Yeah, sorry, I gave up smoking. This is my new thing.
Right. Oh man, that's great.
I saw another one. It's like, and some of these articles, I think they're just kind of clickbait. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
they,
everything
They
is
make you
now.
like just click just to see what's going on. And I was
That's
like,
why they do it.
this is so stupid or whatever. Another one I come across. This lady's like came up with this boozy article on what is the best sodas to pair with tequila.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And I'm
okay.
like, huh,
You have that
okay.
one ready? Because I actually want to hear that one.
Yeah.
Sprite?
Okay. So she only named really 2 sodas in this thing. Well, 3 sodas. So first 2 lemon lime. So you got Sprite and 7-Up, which I get it. The lemon lime margarita style take on that. And then the third one was the Paloma, the grapefruit soda, which
Amazing.
perfect
Squirt.
squirt.
Yeah.
But I think the article fell short. I don't think she did enough taste testing in trying out other sodas because she didn't mention any other like the Pepsi and tequila. Like I don't know. I mean, I didn't hear anything
a
about
thing.
that. Yeah,
I think what you're saying is next episode we need to figure that out.
yeah.
Milk.
All the sodas, all the like a bunch of tequilas, and try them each out.
Yeah.
Like
Figure out what the best pairing is.
Tequila and Coke.
Tequila and milk.
Well, what is with you and the milk? Why do you keep coming back to the milk?
It's called Tilk. It's so good. Tequila and milk is really good.
No, I can't believe
Wait,
that.
I don't know if he's
can't
being
believe that.
serious. Is he being serious?
Really good. Yeah, you should try it out.
Is that the?
I just assume everything Jan says is a lie.
What's
until
the
proven otherwise.
what's the drink? The tequila rose? No, the
dude,
what's the
tequila rose,
little
man.
tequila? It's tequila rose.
That chalky ass
It's
milk.
like a milky
Yeah.
tequila drink. It's like strawberry milk. It's like
Strawberry.
strawberry Nesquik with
Strawberry and tequila.
Like
It's
a
amazing.
liqueur
It was
or
terrible.
something?
No, it's
we
amazing.
got busted some of that. We got to try that when we went down to Padre for spring break, like 2002 or three or whatever it was.
Like 2000.
Right. Yeah. And they had set up at the, where did we stay at? Whatever hotel it was, but right there in the courtyard.
Radisson.
Yeah, the Radisson. You had the tequila rose girls, and they're going around just pouring like shots of this in everybody's mouth or whatever. It's like-
15% alcohol. You're like, I'm not getting drunk, but it tastes really good.
It's a liqueur. I
Yeah,
just
right.
imagine just like pink vomit just
Yeah,
everywhere.
I was about
just
to
like
ask how many people throwing up the
Pepto
next day.
Bismol. Yeah, not good.
it
Hey,
coats the stomach as you drink it.
right.
Oh,
You know-
ginger ale was another one that they mentioned. A very spicy version, spiced up. And my only thought was, you drink ginger ale after you had a rough night to settle the stomach, right? The next day, they're just killing two birds in one, right? You got your ginger beer / tequila.
So I saw today where they were doing like it was on a golf course, but it was Coors Light in a cup, then it was OJ, then it was a shot of vodka. And I was like, I'm going to try it. I mean, it just sounds like
It sounds like you want to get the day over with quick.
it's a breakfast.
yeah.
That's a breakfast beer, right? Is that a thing? We have breakfast
I don't
beers
know
like
what your obsession is with the breakfast beers lately. But
Well, it's any excuse I get to drink in the morning. Duh.
I don't know if it needs the shot of vodka, but I mean,
No,
sure.
it needs a shot of vodka for sure. It's got OJ in it.
I can't imagine it. Yeah, so it's basically like a screwdriver with Coors Light.
Well, I mean, if you want to reduce it down to that, sure.
It's like a poor man's Boilermaker, right?
Well, I don't know if it'd be poor to do it. Coors Light's a reputable drink. Vodka's how much you want to spend on it. And OJ is a very classic.
You had one this morning, didn't you?
I'm not going to talk about that, whether I did or didn't. But, hey, cheers, guys.
Yeah, cheers, Jan.
Before we go any farther, we probably need
Further.
to take a break, do some commercials,
We
pay
got
some
this.
bills,
Yep. Let's pay the
And-
bills.
and hear from Frank.
Dude, Frank, man. Love Frank. Let's go.
You know, smoking meats isn't just cooking, it's an art form. The aroma, those deep flavors, the patience, it's a whole experience.
And behind every great artist, there's the right set of tools. If you're aiming to build your own barbecue pit or dreaming of a custom design tailored just for you, SmokerBuilder.com has your back.
Led by Frank Cox, their expertise is unmatched. Offering blueprints, kits, and insights, they turn every barbecue dream into a flavorful reality.
Imagine your backyard, the center of attention, and at the heart of it, a smoker that's uniquely yours.
It's more than just equipment. It's about crafting those unforgettable moments. And with the guidance of Frank and his team, you're setting the stage for magic.
So whether you're a seasoned pit master or taking your first steps into the smoky world,
Head over to SmokerBuilder.com, fill up your carts, and be sure to use the promo code GRABTHEBRISKET in all caps to receive your 10% discount. Smoke on.
threw down some ribs last night, used the Chicks That Smoke spicy rub, mind blown.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. Like the Chicks That Smoke spicy barbecue all-purpose rub, dude, it is a game changer for sure.
Yeah, if you folks have not given it a shot, you need to.
Honestly, your barbecue will thank you.
Chicks That Smoke, it's at SUCKLEBUSTERS.com. Bro, you know that new Dow Strong knife I just got?
The ridiculously sharp one that I almost cut myself on? Yeah.
Yeah, me too, but seriously, it made such a difference in my grilling. Every cut is so clean and precise.
And it's true what they say, a sharp knife is actually a safer knife.
That's accurate. And if our listeners want a new badass knife, they need to go check out Dow Strong.
We got a discount link below right in our podcast description, and just be careful, they are sharp.
Dow Strong, a cut above the rest.
Hey, you there. We've got a question for you. Are you tired of clickbait stories and the loudest voices driving discussions in culture and entertainment?
If so, I'm Dylan.
I'm Kendall.
And I'm Corey. And we host the podcast From the Middle. We're middle-class guys living in the middle of America, in the middle chapters of our lives with points of view somewhere in the middle.
We take a more reasonable and centrist approach in our discussions covering genres like comedy, culture, entertainment, and interviews. with really interesting folks like business owners, comic creators, doctors, news anchors, New York Times best-selling illustrators, professional stand-up comics, and more. We really value a relaxed and conversational podcast, one that we hope is so fun and laid back, you'll forget you're not actually hanging out with us.
So search at From the Mid Pod, just like it sounds, or check us out everywhere you can find podcasts.
And now it's time for Frank Knows What's Wrong With It. As always, send in your questions to 434-829-2299 or shoot us an email at info@grabtheminthebrisket.com.
Hey guys, Frank Cox here. I'm back with another question from Dominic. This is a great one. I'm excited to answer this one. What is your favorite cut of meat for the holiday? He asks. So my personal favorite is always going to be brisket. I can't get away from brisket. You know, that's just the end of it for me. However, I like a lot of things to go with my brisket. So let's talk about those. Years back, I cooked a thing called a turducken. And I've never been smart enough or patient enough to make one of these. But if you've not heard about it, I strongly suggest that you do some research. And if you can afford to buy one, buy one. It's going to change your holiday life is what it'll do. And as a matter of fact, makes the best gravy I've ever had in my life. So what is a turducken, you might ask? Okay, so a turducken is something that a very smart, I've heard Cajun guy, I don't know who, came up with. And it takes a skilled butcher to make it. Basically what it amounts to is you're going to completely debone a chicken and a duck and a turkey. Except on the turkey, you're not going to debone the legs or the wings. You're going to take all the other bones out of it. And what's going to happen is the chicken and the duck are pretty easy to debone because you can unfold and butterfly those open and remove the skeleton. However, the chicken or the turkey, you cannot do that. You have to debone it from the inside out, and that's the part that takes some skill. Once you get that whole thing done, you're going to make some kind of stuffing, right? This is the part that I didn't know existed until I had one. You got to make some kind of stuffing. And then when you're done with that stuffing, you're going to lay out the chicken. You're going to put, or whichever one you want to do first. I don't know if the chicken comes first or the duck comes first. Can't remember. I just know it was awesome. Anyway, you're going to slather the inside of the chicken, let's say, first with stuffing. Then you're going to set the duck in there. And you're going to slather him full of the stuffing. Then you're going to roll it up like a Yule log or a porchetta. And then you're going to stuff that inside the turkey, right? Then you're going to use some butcher twine to kind of keep the whole mess contained. Rub it down, do whatever the heck you're going to do to it. Smoke it up. And make sure to save all of the drippings somehow, because now we're going to go into full meathead Goldwyn mode, and we're going to make some of the best freaking gravy you ever had in your life. So anyway, completely worth it. Somewhat expensive, $100 and something. I don't even know. I think I paid $130 for mine. Completely worth it. Great question, Dominic. You made me dig on that one, so I appreciate it. Hey guys, if you guys want to be like Dominic and get your question answered on the Grab 'Em in the Brisket podcast, plus get entered into a giveaway for some cool stuff like maybe a cooker of some kind. I don't know. Listen to what these brisket boys got to say about it, and we look forward to seeing you on the next podcast.
We just came off one of the hottest fucking cook-offs, 2 weeks of cook-offs in I guess not just in Texas, but in the United States, and I would say in the world as well. When it comes down to Houston Cook-Off and the Austin Rodeo Cook-Off, back-to-back weekends, it was a pleasure to being out to both of them, hanging out, had a blast, and I feel like we've got a lot of good content that came out of that. I know you guys recorded out at the or James and Alex and you, I don't think you did, Matt, out at Houston. Which was phenomenal, but we just came off of Austin, man. Austin was fun. It was great. We killed it. I mean, we partied like rock stars. We met a shit ton of people.
To me, Austin's the most fun to go just like hang out.
Yeah,
like rodeo cook-off wise, like
that's
just
right.
walking around, going to the tents, live music. I don't know. To me, that's like the best vibe out there.
No, it was cool. It was really cool. And I know we're going to get into this today, and we're going to talk about.
Yeah, let's do the news and before we slide into
I'm not
all
gonna,
that stuff.
I'm not. I don't want to go to the news right now. I'm just saying. I'm not. I'm just saying we're not going to talk about. I just want to tease it a little bit because Austin is special. I think it's a very cool cook-off, and it's really unlike any other cook-off in this area or maybe around anywhere, right? I mean, we've been to Kansas City. We know how the cook-off rolls there, and everything's still private and whatever else. But Austin's special, and we're going to get into that today on the episode. So please don't leave. Stay tuned because it's going to get only better from here.
Yes, I agree, Jan.
Yeah. Thanks for having low
That's
energy.
a perfect segue before we get into
I don't want to segue
that stuff.
Yeah.
John sent me a couple of things getting into the hot off the news barbecue. Well, shit, I already messed it up.
Yeah, you
Hot
did.
off the news.
Hot
off the grill.
Yeah, hot off the grill barbecue news. He sent me a couple of articles, one article, and he kind of summarized the whole thing, and it's basically just kind of a fuck around to find out type article. And it really ended poorly for the thief who decided he can go into another man's domain and steal his barbecue pit. And this happened in our backyard in Harris County. When I'm not going to give names, we're just going to say Joe Samaritan. You know, he's got somebody tried to gank his barbecue pit, and I'm not having it. So there was a pursuit that happened. He tried to chase it down. The other individual involved with it maybe tried to reach and grab something in his car, and he messed around and found out. So, yeah, there's an investigation pending. So
Anybody die?
Yeah, somebody died. Yeah,
Over a barbecue pit.
correct.
Oh,
Yes.
that's so bad.
Yep.
That is so bad.
Not
I mean,
really-
you stole something, somebody wanted it back, dude
Correct.
died.
Yeah, he did.
Damn it, dude. That just sucks.
Yep.
That just sucks. But you fuck around and you find out.
Correct.
So that's why you don't steal.
Yeah.
Literally, this is the example of why you don't steal shit. Am I wrong with this? Is that crazy to me?
There should be a month, bringing awareness to this.
Maybe we should have a month for stealers. And we just show our. No, I'm just kidding.
Theft awareness
I'm just
month.
kidding.
I agree.
No, I'm just saying. Like at the end of the day, like nobody wants anything taken from them or anything else, right? And you could put a value in anything. Put a value on a life. Put a value on an object or anything else. Here's the deal: you break into one person's house and you steal a barbecue pit. You break into somebody else's house and you meet somebody and you kill them.
No,
you know what I mean?
It escalated. Yeah.
Right? It escalates, right? Like when does it stop?
It's
right?
a gateway crime.
It totally is, right? Because you have no idea. You don't know where their mind's at or anything else, right? Like, is this one off? Okay, great. That's sad. But if it wasn't, nobody knows. Dude, it sucks. It's horrible. But
It's very dark news, John.
very dark news,
Appreciate
John.
you sending that to us.
Yeah. Thanks, John.
I did. Let me bring it up a little
Wah,
bit. I do love the fact, and I can't remember what police station it is, but they have this just badass souped up Hellcat Charger or whatever.
Dude.
And so they do these almost like press conferences, like after game press conferences when they arrest somebody.
Dude.
Yeah, and they have them. They just got the mic standing up, and then the perp is just like sitting on the ground.
Like by the vehicle, all handcuffed.
He's like, this guy thought he could outrun us, but nah, he couldn't. And
He didn't
goes
realize
in
we
his-
got a Hellcat over here.
Exactly. He goes through the whole
Yeah.
thing. The guy's got his head down, just hiding or
Hey,
whatever.
hey,
I'm
they
like,
even got an opportunity. He's like, man, you want to say anything?
you want to say a couple
Yeah.
words?
He's like,
no.
No. Then he goes, I didn't think so.
Yeah.
He goes, come to our area, come to my town, come to this county, and just meet the wrath. It's Florida, man. Those Florida cops.
Yeah, it's got to be Florida.
Dude, they're posting TikTok videos of like just some crazy shit. You know what I mean?
All right, there has to be more news than just that.
It is.
I was
So
about to say, John didn't just send us something.
I saved the best for last. So we have the Houston Barbecue Festival coming up here April 14th. This is on a Sunday from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. Prices are $65 to $125 a person, and it has big, bold letters of limited availability. All tickets are sold in advance, so don't show up at the door thinking you're going to get in. And this is over at the Humble Civic Center Arena. So this features barbecue joints that we've all seen. So it's your favorite barbecue joints. I'm just going to list off a couple of them because there's a crap ton. From what I'm looking at, we got Blood Brothers Barbecue, Brett Barbecue. We got the Brisket House. We got Corkscrew Barbecue. Fiji's is going to be in the house. You have Firecraft Barbecue. You got Henderson and Kane Barbecue. We went up there about a couple of months ago. We have Mimsy's Craft Barbecue is going to be rolling up there. Pinkerton's. I mean, just list goes on and on and on. It basically, you just get a ticket, and you get to sample all the foods that these people put out. And I'm sure there's probably some craft brew out there too. They're not going to let you down. You're not going to roll in there and think they're just going to be serving pops or whatever.
No, this is not for somebody going there like, oh, I can't eat $100 worth of food. It's food and drink, and you're getting some of the best barbecue from. You're going to have you can follow the top. Texas Monthly, the top 50 or the top 25, but you can go and pick. I want to go to Pinkerton's. I want to go over to I'm not sure if people from San Antonio coming in, Franklin's, or if you have the one from Dallas that had Goldie's or whatever else.
I think
right?
it's just Houston area.
Oh, just Houston. Okay.
Correct.
Yeah, but you're going to have a shit ton of restaurants around here serving some of the best barbecue you can. Along with that, you're going to have craft beer. Mm-hmm. It's a full thing, and I've seen this done before. Weren't they down at the Houston? Was it the dog park, the race park? Didn't they do it there one year?
They might have. Yeah,
I thought they did it in the center or something that was whatever. I don't know. I think it's pretty badass.
So check it out, April 14th. It's on a Sunday, so let's just go ahead and pencil that day. We will be there as well.
We will
doing a little recording.
Can't wait.
We're going to sample a bunch of food, so I'm excited. It's going to be fun for sure.
Yeah.
Make sure that's on the calendar.
Last little bit, he might have it on the calendar. Last little bit that I have, our friend Cooking with Cheese Curds sent in a barbecue win a while back, made his cooking debut on an all-new season of Master Chef Junior. It looks like it premiered this Monday, March 4th, 7 p.m. on Fox TV. So go ahead and check out the times and date for that show and follow along and see how he does.
Yeah.
That's pretty bad. And that is it with the barbecue news.
Just kidding. No, man. Hey, you know what? Even John's out of town, still producing. You know what I mean? Quality, John. Thank you, Lathrop. I may be a little intoxicated.
All right. Well, that's gonna roll us into. Do we want to get into barbecue talk, or we want to get the beer review?
I think we need to go to barbecue talk.
Yeah, let's talk about Austin a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we need to go into Boston. I mean,
I can tell you right now, my first impression of we're going to put the cooking part aside. The entertainment is just top notch. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
You get to roll in and check out a bunch of concerts, whatever. But let me ask you this, dude. There's something about when you get Coors Light and Kevin Fowler pumping through your veins, makes you want to punch people. And there was a big giant fight that was out at that. I can't remember the name of the freaking tent. I'm just like, me and John sitting there and just like, what's going on here? Like Kevin Fowler, he's just playing away, man, not even skipping a beat. And I was like, there it is. But this also happened at the Houston Rodeo. Yeah,
he's 2 for 2.
Yes,
yeah, he's 2 for 2.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on in San Antonio, but maybe they need to keep up.
Yeah, hey, San Antonio, where you at? Where you at with them fights, bro? No, man, I think you're exactly right. And I alluded to this earlier when I was talking about Austin Rodeo and Austin Cook-Off versus any other cook-off that you go to, any big cook-off you go to, Memphis and May or whatever else, right? You can look at all of them. Austin is very special because what they do is they do basically a donation. So every team has their donation buckets. And they are there to basically hand out beer. They can't charge for it. They can't ask for donations. Can't do anything. And it's up to the public to donate. Right? Mm-hmm. Donate. See the venue. Listen to the music and keep donating. And they raised a shit ton of money. I mean, a shit ton of money. And but what that opens up is every tent's available. So everybody's holding concerts. So you just roam from tent to tent to tent, and you have basically one of the best fucking times at any cook-off I've ever had.
Definitely the most open to the public cook-off of all the ones I've ever been to. Anybody can just show up, buy a $12 wristband, and then you're just,
you're in it.
All the drinks and food you want. Just walk around,
That's it. Think about that. There's no other cook-off that you can go pay maybe 12 or 20. I don't know what it is.
There's $12 for a wristband.
You can pay $12 and go drink and drown and eat. And all the way till like 11 o'clock at night and watch Led Zeppelin cover bands. You can go watch. Last year we saw Sammy Kershaw. Like, you know what I mean? Like we had Kevin Fowler this year. We had we had who else? Who else we have? James. Was it Was there a? I'm trying to think.
Who's the one that you guys always listened to in back in the day? Who was there? Was that Kevin Fowler? The tent in the way back.
No, we saw Kyle Park.
Kyle Park.
Yeah, I was rocking the.
Yep, Kyle Park.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, there you go.
Corey Morrow, he was there. I think Jason Bolin.
Jason Bolin was there with the Stragglers or whatever else.
Correct.
Yeah. I mean, but think about this. These guys are playing in these booths, and these tents are just as big as anywhere else you go in and watch, whatever else, or Houston or anything else. And it's not on the same caliber as Houston because we're surrounded by 7 million people here, and it's easier to get, whatever. But for what they had out there was a shit ton of people. It was a party every night. They had big tents, and they had big names. And I don't think you find that anywhere else, and that makes Austin special, in my opinion. Not only that, there's actually timetables to go to each booth and eat their food. Like, you know what I mean? That's crazy.
Yeah.
And I know you and I were talking, James, and there was a rumor they're going to try to make it more like Houston. And in any way that I could say they make it more like Houston, I'm okay with when it comes to like bringing in a big act and doing like a Miller Lite stage or doing a Coors Light stage or doing something like that and having outdoor acts, I think is phenomenal. But the way they're treating the booths and the teams, keep that going. Don't mess with that because this thing's going to grow and it'll be, if they keep doing what they're doing, it'll be bigger than Houston.
Yep.
Like it just will.
Well, they've definitely been growing. I mean, every single year there's like less and less room for us,
No,
for everybody who's coming out there to cook. So you keep getting pushed out a little bit more.
Well, that's the thing. This ain't the time to like relinquish your spot at Austin. Do not relinquish your spot because you'll be taken over quick. Because these are the teams that people talk about 20 years from now. I'm like, oh, they've been out here for 20 years. Well, I was out here for 10 already. Well, that's okay. Because people just, you know what I mean? It's not like it'd be one of those things, well, it's a 15-year waiting list to get in. That's what we're looking at. So.
What else was good?
The drinks. Yeah. I met the group of girls down at they had the birthday cake whiskey.
Did you try that? No, it was something. It wasn't
and the
birthday
cookie,
cake,
yeah,
was it?
no,
Cookie
they
dough.
did. They had cookie dough whiskey, and they had the birthday cake whiskey.
Tried it?
Yeah, I did. I named these girls. I didn't even know their real names. I named them. One's name is Ryan. The other one's name is Jackie. Have no clue what their real names are. All I want to know, or all I want to say, is they were so much fun to hang out with, and the birthday cake whiskey that I drank was probably the best. Like it's almost like the Screwball peanut butter whiskey kind of thing, right? So smooth. Oh my God, I could have killed it. I'm like, yeah, give me a bottle of that. Done. It was so good, so good.
Surprising.
Yeah,
I know.
Can we
Birthday
just
cake.
can we just get away from these flavored whiskeys and stop calling
I'm okay
them
with that.
whiskeys? I mean,
They're liqueurs.
like, yeah, pretty much.
I'm
just
fine
like
with that.
Yeah, I'm good with that. Yeah, I like that. I mean, the cookie dough whiskeys, and we joked about it. It's like, what else is there going to be? What flavor have they not tackled with flavoring whiskey for? It's like we're going to do everything we can do to make whiskey not taste like whiskey. You know what I mean?
Well, that's exactly what we're talking about.
Right.
That's they're trying to make whiskey not taste like whiskey, because to make good whiskey is really hard to do, but to make a cheap whiskey and flavor it is probably easier.
Off-brand whiskey.
You know what I mean? But make a really good whiskey, age it and run 20 years with it. I don't know, 16 years, right? You're kind of pot committed at that point, right? These kids are churning. So who's smarter? I don't know. Our shit aged one day. You want some or not? Yeah, it fucks me up. I grade it. I love it.
We joked about this all the time, or I think actually you joke about it all the time or whatever, but they're marketing to kids, right? I mean,
they're all marketing to kids. It's like Fruit Loop whiskey. Yeah, great. Kid, come over here. Tony the Tiger whiskey. Get yourself some. That's exactly what we're talking about, right?
They're great.
They're great. We're all drunk at school on the school bus. Yeah. Hey, that's exactly what we're doing.
Yeah.
Peanut butter and jelly. What's up?
So yeah, congratulations. I had the list here. We're gonna post a list of the results over there at Austin. I don't have it pulled up. The internet, not the internet, but the the cell service is kind of janky.
What?
The cell service. I can't fully. This is like. Let's get into. We didn't talk about this before, but we'll get into Houston a little bit. But AT&T, when I'm out there at the rodeo, they decided just like to take a crap all over themselves nationwide. And I can't do anything out there. And thank God.
It wasn't just AT&T. Verizon went down too, by the way.
Correct. But thank God that happened on, what was that, Friday or Thursday? Because we went out there and recorded Friday. Yeah. And so I'm glad it didn't happen Friday, just because I needed cell phones and be able to look up information and all that good stuff. But yeah, thanks for that. But Robert Smith, I think he was with the I'm gonna lie to you on what team he was with. He was cooking out there. It's one of the kind of original teams out there.
Austin, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Yes.
Is it Texas?
It was one
Texas
of those.
Hero Foundation or Texas something like that. I'm gonna butcher it, but we're going to post all the winners. The grand champion and the reserve grand champion.
He GC'd.
Correct.
Hey, your boys over at Grabbing the Brisket did not put their best foot forward on this competition.
Team Texas Original Charcoal.
Yeah.
Those guys killed it. They got reserve grand champion. I think they were at championship row at Houston, along with, I think, Jasper County was there as well. So they got a call.
And they did well too.
Correct. Yeah. They're the chopping block. That's where we purchased our brisket at here in Lake City, Texas. They got a bunch of calls as well out there. So congratulations. You guys killed it. We did not kill it, as Jan alluded to. I think our highest call was about a 30th place ribs. So that showed up for us. Yeah. I don't know what. Maybe we messed up on maybe the presentation a little bit. I know we got scores. We really
not the ribs.
Haven't really dived into where we lost our points at. I know at that point where you get top 10, top 15, 20, 30, it's really only a point or two that kind of separates you from a bunch. But
I think the ribs were very sweet in my opinion. And I think we could have dialed that back a little bit and add something a little bit more savory to that and help balance that. Because again, you took a bite and you're like, okay, it's good, right? It tastes good, but it's not like, oh my God, this is really good, right? Brisket, I think was the same way. Chicken was the same way. I think we were very neutral. I was asked before we had any turn-ins, how do you feel about this? And I said, I think we'll be middle of the pack based on the flavors that I've tried and tasted. And I think as it comes in right now, I think we came in right at 78, 80 out of
220.
Yeah,
like there.
218 or 214. Yeah. So we weren't the worst and whatever else, but we have a lot more that we could have done better. And I think
I was talking to James about this afterwards, and I was noticing that a lot of people I know cook a similar, barbecue that we do. That were also out there who usually do well, did not do that well out there this cook-off.
I think a lot of people got hurt this weekend.
There's a lot of Bill Purvis Chicken Fried, I think, had one walk. And I didn't look what his rankings were for everything else, but I expected him to, because I think he grand championed at least a year or two ago out there.
Last year he did.
Yeah. So
he GC'd.
And then I was really surprised not hear him get called.
Correct.
And
Well, you got first place chicken at Houston, got first place chicken at San Antonio.
Yeah, and then turns around and
chicken's money.
Yeah.
So I was trying to figure out. I was like, man, do they just want something very different?
They're looking for something. I talked to my buddy Jay over that. I think it's Smokey and the Bandits team that he there. I think he got a call at doing a barbecue sauce or no beans, one of the two. And he said he was kind of like with us too as well. I mean, he definitely finished higher than us. I think he got maybe 30th brisket or something like that, somewhere in the 30s. But he said he tried one of the top 20 briskets. And he's like, it was just like salt and pepper. Mm-hmm. It was very just.
Because I was talking to James about this. I was like, okay, what is Austin barbecue known for? If you think of somebody in Austin, they're hyping up their barbecue. They're probably talking about Franklin's or something like that.
I totally agree.
And what do they have? It's all just salt and pepper. So in my mind, I was thinking man, these people are probably they probably want to them that's what a good barbecue is. They just want a salt and pepper. Just like they're used to getting around Austin.
Yeah.
So when they come there and then they get this one where it's all, we're doing what you usually have to do with these competitions where we're competing. You have to sauce it up a little bit if you want to place. Then you go over here. They
I don't think
want
you do.
that.
I don't think you have to sauce up the
I hope
place.
that's changing.
I think it is. I think, honestly, man, to be honest with you, I hate saucing the brisket. It pisses me off every time we do it. I don't think it tastes as good. I think it doesn't. I think it balances out the salt too much. It becomes a very bland piece of meat. I'd rather not do it. Or if we were going to go to a sauce, I'd rather go to a maybe do like a Texas barbecue sauce, something you'd see more at a restaurant here locally, and glaze it with that. I think it probably would do better than doing this sweet, Blues Hog sauce, or this sweet Craig sauce, or whatever it is, right? I think you need something to help balance this out. But you need something to keep that flavor pushed versus having it just die the way it does. And I thought the brisket was tender. I thought that it was probably more moist than the brisket we had. I think the prime brisket, although I like the flavor of the prime brisket better, but we didn't sauce it, right?
Right.
And had we done it, I think it changes what we're doing at that point, Personally, so maybe something that's got a little more vinegar in it, you know what I mean? I think it's probably a tangy, something that's tangy, has a little more kick to it, would be a better sauce to blanket with than what's going on. But I'm a fan of no sauce. I'm a fan of just doing a really good brisket, and I think we're going to go to a day where they're going to, and maybe not, I take it back because everybody just argue over it. But everybody's doing the same thing right now. And I've said this for years. If you're doing one thing, I want to be doing something different. I don't want to copy you. I don't want to do what you're doing. And we all think about this, and we talked about this. Well, you got to be successful, and you got to keep grinding. I don't think brisket's ever kept us out. I think it's our other categories that has kept us out of GCing versus our brisket. Our brisket's always been really good. We've always had a good brisket.
Right.
So why would we fuck with that? You know what I mean? It's a thing, right?
Yeah. You take classes and you see what other people are doing, and you chasing the white dragon, and it's just like you forget about what you have been doing.
Hey guys, don't chase the white dragon. Okay,
you forget what got you there.
Well, it's
that's
hard,
exactly what I'm saying.
It's hard to say for sure when right now we do one cook-off a year. It's hard to really get a good sample size.
I don't think it is.
Okay,
we done one cook-off this last year. I'll go to 20 of them, and I'm telling you right now, I'm not going to sauce these briskets.
No,
I'd rather sauce my ribs.
I'd
rather do something different to the chicken that nobody's doing. I want to be different than everybody else enough to where it's like, yes, thank God somebody did this. Thank God this is a little bit. I have the same candied chicken, the same candied rib, and the same fucking candied brisket. Like, who wants that? It sounds like
totally
shit.
Down to completely shake it up next year.
Let's go.
Do something completely different.
I'm saying, yeah, guys.
All right.
The only thing holding you back is yourselves.
I mean, we say all that. I actually really liked every single meat that we put out there.
No, I
thought all of it was good.
Matt, Matt, I agree with you.
Yeah.
Nothing we turned in was bad. Like, we had people come over to the tent going, "Oh my freaking God!" Right? I heard that 20 times.
Mm-hmm.
Like, people would hand out free food to. Like, they'd stop. They had people come back. They walked down and came back. Hey, I want to let you know that was really fucking good. That's the best I've had. I'm like, hey, that sounds awesome. Thank you. You know what I mean? You hear that kind of stuff and you're like, great. But at the end of the day, you're like, yeah, I'm not pandering to you. I'm pandering to the damn judges I don't even know over here. And I don't want to do the same thing everybody else is doing.
Yeah, I think another thing that kind of kills us, and maybe we'll see a little bit more consistency in the future.
Yeah.
With Austin, but it's the changing of the sanctioning bodies like every year that we've participated in it. You know what I mean?
CBA was here last year and it's here this year.
Correct.
So that's
but the year before we did well in chicken, and then that was IBCA, right?
No, I don't know who it was. I can't remember.
And then we go into next year, and our chicken did not do so well.
It's not the CBA is not the problem. Our chicken didn't do well.
I thought.
Okay, well, I'm only saying that because IBCA is half chicken, so everybody's turning in a half chicken. This right here, you don't have to turn in a half chicken, right? You can turn in chicken thighs, or you want to turn in drumsticks. I saw Robert Smith's Instagram photo, and he had a chicken, half chicken in the box, but I don't know if it's a competition box. He also had legs everywhere. Did he turn in legs? I don't know.
Yeah, I heard some people out there were just turning in. Some people just had chicken thighs. Some people had just chicken drumsticks. You know,
I'm not gonna lie to you. Had we just done thighs, we'd probably done a lot better.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Well, it's like, because it's definitely harder to cook a half a chicken than it is just to cook some really good chicken thighs. So if there's people out there who just got chicken thighs and we're like, hurting ourselves by trying to do something. I mean, I think cooking a half chicken is definitely a better tell of who's a better barbecuer.
Yeah.
Like, it takes more talent and skill to do that. But if you're just out there like, hey, just throw the best piece and taste of chicken meat that you can, maybe it's just chicken thighs.
Well,
that's what they want to have.
No, you're probably right. And I will tell you this: we need to go longer on our brine on the chicken.
Yeah.
Wait, about 24 hour?
I don't know how you're supposed to go longer on your brine when you're supposed to have your meat checked. Now, if you're telling me people out there are not following the rules and they're cheating, then we have problems, guys.
Hey, I'll
I'm
take
not
this
trying
up with
to
my
be the
local
office
representative.
Snitch, but I'll start snitching on you mofos. And it's just tongue in cheek or whatever.
This dude over here.
This is tongue in cheek, but
I need to see a cooler.
I was sitting over there at a championship row in Austin. It was last year, maybe. Last year, yeah. I was rolling around just doing the whole handshaking everybody. And there was a very notable person that wins a lot. And this person came over to another grand champion winning cook.
Yeah.
And it was like, hey, they're coming around to check chicken. Do you have a chicken thing that I can show the judge or show the inspector? Mine's already been in the brine. Mine's already brining. And I'm like looking, I'm like, you cheating dogs.
No, there's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
They're not tagging it. He just got nervous.
Yeah, but they're inspecting it.
Yeah, inspect it in the bucket.
They were tagging briskets and they were inspecting chicken and they were
it's in there.
But it's supposed to be non-marinated, non-brined before they look at it.
They came too late. It's on them.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
I was there when this happened, James.
I think they're marinating this stuff for 24 hours.
We're over at Robert.
You calling him out?
Nope. Never mind.
No. Say
no.
Never mind.
Hey, we're Astros fans. You want to cheat just a little bit? That's okay.
No,
as long as you don't get caught.
We didn't cheat.
So
a little bit. I mean, a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, it was.
But who else wasn't doing it?
Exactly.
Saying.
It's one of those cook-offs where you have a good time, you have fun.
We learned from the Red Sox and the Yankees.
That's true.
Cheating bastards. Yeah.
So I had a blast. Wish we could have came away with little calls, a little walk, maybe got to hear the Grabbing the Brisket music play. Yeah. But this is not going to be our last cook-off. We're definitely going to do some more before next year.
But I would tell you this: I felt like, and I'm not trying to talk shit about you guys or anything else, but I feel like your energy was very low, and I feel like nobody went into this thinking we're going to win. You know what I mean? Nobody had that mindset of we're going to fucking kill it. You know what I mean? And I think that hurts us. I think when you don't go into something going, when people expect to do something good, they generally do, right? And I'm not sure where that comes from or anything else, but I think it's true. I think because you've done the homework already, you've went into it, and you expect to do well. Your cooking follows you, right? When you're in a good mood, your cooking does good. When you're in a bad mood, your cooking does like shit, right? You're less likely to pay attention to whatever else. Nobody had the mindset this last weekend. And it's just an observation. Maybe I'm wrong or whatever else.
Did you have the mindset? Did you think we were going to kill it?
It was hard. It was very hard for me to get the mindset, to be honest with you. I just didn't have it. Like the year before, I knew that we were a name we were going to get called. The year before that, I talked about it. I talked about so much about it that it was like, I knew we were going up there. You know what I mean? Our first call, 5th place chicken. I was like, yeah, damn right. Last year, 1st place beans. You know what I mean? Like, there was this mindset of we're going to fucking kill this. We're going to do the best we can. And everybody had the same thing. This year, I just felt like we just did the motion. We were just in the rowboat or in the ship. We're just rocking back and forth. It was normal. You know what I mean? And
yeah,
I think it kind of hurt us a little bit.
Sorry, guys.
And I think that we did not I think we've gotten away from a few things personally. But hey, this is what competition is about. It's about trying new things and then turn around and going, no, don't do that. Go back to what you normally do and fucking kill it. You know what I mean? That's what you're supposed to do. So, yeah, next time we're going to run some 18-year-old recipe that we have out there, and that's the way we're going to fucking do it, you know? It's kind of weird.
If we do worse next year, it's more damn sauce. We just don't have enough sauce.
Hey, guess what, guys? We should have sauced it. I don't know what your old guys were thinking. You know what I mean? Yeah, we can always play devil's advocate.
Right.
This is James and I talking when we hit over at Pasadena. And I'm sitting there going, we got to change the recipe. This is horrible. Hey, second place out of like 166 teams.
Hey,
hey,
don't change anything if you're
we're
getting
good.
second place.
Hey, never mind. We're good. I guess we're gonna run this one again. Hey, and then what do? We don't run it anymore. That recipe's been out for like almost 2 years.
Tired the
2
recipe.
years the recipe's gone. Yeah. Hey, guess what? It was winning then. Just saying. Just saying.
I think some of these people are making barbecue videos and they're just leading everybody astray to make sure they win more.
Right.
Hey, can we say something real quick? Can we talk about the next?
Saying something all this whole like 3 hours.
Yeah. Hey, can we get into the Grabbing the Brisket beer review? Let's go.
All right, James,
what
you
do we
brought
have?
something, right?
All right, we got a wonderful beer. If I could tell you what it is off of memory, I would, but I'm going to wait for Jan to hand it over. We got a brew from St. Arnolds Brewery. These guys don't really, they haven't really let me down. I think everything they've kind of put out is pretty tried and true and tested to be pretty good. Now, there may be a couple out there that I'm like, it's not my favorite, but...
Yeah, like you always know you're pretty much getting a quality product with St. Arnold's.
Yeah.
So this is one that I have not tried. I honestly, I saw it. I was like, oh, is this new? I've never seen this before. So we got the St. Arnold's Light and Refreshing Grand Prize Classic American Lager. I like the red, white, and blue style here. Of course, you're featuring the Saint on the classic logo. We're coming in 12 fluid ounces. We got a 4.2 ABV. Only 100 calories per can. So this is a light.
So this is their Budweiser.
Okay.
You know? It's not a light though, right? I think it's just supposed to be like a full bodied.
No, it's light and refreshing. But I love how like there's always a Texas emblem like in every can. You know what I mean? And you got St. Arnold here like putting out, and you have the sun, which is like a Texas sun, just like putting out some rays.
It's a Texas star.
I get that. I'm just saying. I love the fact that it's. Didn't they get bought out or no? No, they're still private.
You think of Carbach?
Yeah, Carbach
got
got
bought.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, I love the can.
Light. That is very light.
Love the can. This is a great can, by the way.
There's no wrap on that one, Jan. I'm trying to figure out what that back.
Dude, I don't know what this is right here, but this may be my new beer, right? And this is so light.
Mm-hmm. You can drink a 12-pack of that.
Yeah, but I don't want to. What's the ABV on this?
4.2.
No.
Same as Coors.
Hell, it tastes like Coors. But I'm not paying $12 more for this six-pack. I'm just saying.
No, I bet you, what, a 6-pack of this? I bet you it's like $12, $14, something like that.
Yeah, I didn't look
for
at
a
the price.
six-pack. I'm talking about $6.99, man. I need that at 7-Eleven special. No, thank you. It's great beer though.
There's a little bit of I don't know what that is in the back end. It's like a little bit of a hoppiness.
Yeah,
a little,
like
little bit of
a little body,
little
body
flavor.
to it.
Yeah, there's something there on the back end that differentiates it a lot from these American lagers.
It's a little body to it. That's good though. That's a great beer.
It's kind of hard to have anything to say about
Cheers.
it because it's like
Yeah.
Imagine like a Coors Light, a Coors, but it's got like a little back end, teeny bit of hoppiness in the back of it.
Little like a Miller Lite, but not right.
Let's look into the color here. It's very, very light. It's even kind of lighter.
Watery.
$9.99 for a 6-pack.
Boom.
I mean, maybe
There you
not.
go.
Maybe
Now
we buy
you're in.
these.
Now
Maybe
you're in.
we buy
Now you're
them.
in.
Bro, what do you think?
Yeah.
What?
Do we buy them or not?
Shit. What's the normal 6-pack cost nowadays?
Probably like
I think
$9.
that's about it. Yeah.
You support local.
There it is. I like the beer. I think it's phenomenal. I don't want to go
I want you to go first.
I don't want to go
I want
first.
you to go first.
I don't want to go first.
We need to shake things up. We need to do things a
You
little
want
bit
me to go
different.
first?
Like
You want me to go
barbecue.
first?
Barbecue,
You want
shake
me
it
to-
up.
James,
Shake it up.
you want me to go first?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
Okay.
That's your brother, James.
Yeah, I was taking it all in.
That's 7-9.
7-9.
7-9. It's a 7-9 beer all day long.
That's a good score.
St. Arnold's. This thing could be higher, but I think it needs a little more body to it. Just a touch of a body, and I think that we're.
Yeah, I'll be honest. It's almost like I'm drinking a seltzer with just like a squirt of like beer flavor.
No,
you know what I mean?
I don't think so. I think you're
Jan,
being.
I think you're off a little bit here.
I don't think so.
I think you're a little off.
Nope. I don't think we compare what I'm doing.
I think you're.
I think you need to talk about what you are.
You're giving a little bit too high of a score.
I think it's very funny how I'm the only one who gave a score, and now I am off. Well, nobody else gave a score. Right?
See, you never have to go first. So you don't have to deal with this.
Yeah. Okay.
I think it's more of a 7-8. I think you're a little high.
Okay.
I think it's a 7-8.
7-9, 7-8. You mother.
It's
you mother.
very crisp and everything. But you're right. It could use a little bit more. Like if this was like
a body.
This is our light beer.
Yeah.
Then like okay, but this
I
is
totally
like
agree with
this
you,
is
Matt.
if you're saying this is your like yellow jacket, that's what this is supposed to be.
Yeah.
It needs a little bit more.
Give me
flavor.
the body.
But still,
give me a little hip.
Give me
a
this.
little hip
when it gets
motion.
hot out here, it's get 100 degrees out.
Maybe a little.
Give me these.
Hey, give me a little. A little badonkadonk something in there. You know. Give me a little badonkadonk.
What you think, James?
It's good. I mean, it's very refreshing. I don't like it as much as you guys. I think it needs more flavor for me, but 7.0.
Of course you are,
All
James.
right. Okay.
Because we keep talking about it, but I don't think you have to go 7.0. I think you could do it in a 7.3, a 7.2, a 6.9.
Let me try it again.
Yeah. 7.0.
Is it more 7 or more 6? Like
It's
More
more
6.9 ish.
Okay.
It's on the bottom side of 7.
7.0.
Yeah.
Well, it scores a score. Hey,
No.
I think it's a great beer. I cannot wait to give this to John. Have John try it. Give his score. I don't know what number you're at as far as reviewing, but I've reached the 200 club. James is on the 200 club. John's on the 200 club. We need to get you there,
I
man.
think I'm just trailing.
You're
I'm right there.
trailing. You're like 30 behind.
Yeah. I joined late.
Yeah.
Missed a few podcasts.
Missed
here
a
and there.
few.
Right.
Didn't drink as much. Yeah, right.
We're going to get you and Alex, and we're going to do a beer review boot camp, and you're just going to do them all.
You're gonna
Just
chug 'em.
same
Find
day.
all the
Chug
ones we
'em.
missed.
Same
in the
day.
years,
Yeah.
just sit there.
Listen,
There's
I'm
going to be
down.
a bucket there. It's going to be like puke and rally bucket, and you're just going to like do it again.
We'll give some crackers. Hey, maybe a ham sandwich. I'm totally fine with this. But we're gonna do it over the course of 4 hours.
We're a barbecue
So-
podcast, and all he gets a ham sandwich. Like I can't get like a brisket sandwich or something.
No,
All
let's not do this, man. Why are you gonna be extra?
Yeah. That'd be awesome. We could just
We'll
come up
smoke the
with-
ham.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We'll
Or at
smoke
least
the
that,
ham.
at least that.
Just let you know. No, I think it's a great idea. We put Matt and Alex in a room,
Mono e mono.
and like we don't let them leave until they go over 200, and they have to review each one of them. I love this idea.
I mean, I don't want to die, but
I feel like Alex
You have to
is
drink the
so
whole
far
beer,
behind.
too.
He
Oh,
is
God,
definitely
yeah.
going to die. Yeah,
Now it's going to be like
he'll be shit faced.
quarter beers. There's a lot of beer reviews we did was like quarter beers.
He's a big guy too, though.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, power hour. Frank the Tank over there is like, he walks out. Oh, y'all want to go out? We're like, Jesus, dude, you just drank like 16 liters. Okay, sounds good.
Tune in next week when we do the beer review Olympics.
There it is.
Yeah.
Hey, we should do that.
Yeah.
Hey,
We'll
we'll do
invite
like-
all our friends.
We'll do the Revenge of the Nerds. Right? I love it. Nah, whatever. Hey, it's a good beer. Have we concluded this already? Or no?
Yeah.
Oh, we have. Yeah. Hey, great beer. Thanks, St. Arnold's, for donating this to us. Appreciate it. Hey, listen, if you're out there in TV land or radio land and you want us to try the next beer, hey, give us a ring, shout us out, tell us what you're thinking. Or if on top of that, if you want to send us a couple of beers in the mail, we will gladly accept them, and we will review these beers, and we'll tell you exactly what we think about them. Go on to our website, GRABTHEBRISKET.com, and check out the website there because we have a list of every beer we've ever reviewed. We have a scoring system that's there. We have the worst beer. We have the best beer. We also have the swag shop, and we got recipes, and we don't do the greatest of putting the recipes out there because, well, I mean, we're all busy and doing whatever else.
Here's our recipe. It's there.
No, I'm just saying we don't do the best, but we're getting better about putting recipes together and getting them out there. So check us out, GrabTheBrisket.com. Check out our swag shop, and please check out our beer review thing because, dude, we've 200 plus beers. Where are you at?
All of them. We're fixing to get through all of them.
Where are you at? 90-second beer review? I didn't think so.
Dude,
okay.
there's almost no beers left to try. We did it.
I didn't think so. 90-second beer review. I want my freaking thing back. You want to send us with a cease and desist? Little sons of bees.
Let me ask you a question. When we're, I don't know, I'm just going to do a hypothetical age.
Tell us.
89.
80.
And you're in that retirement community, and maybe a little bit of a, like, dementia is kind of set in a little bit, and you're just off in the corner in your chair, just like, grabbing the brisket, beer review. And you got your coffee or something like that, and the nurse comes by, and she's like, oh, Mr. Moore, you're at it again. You're like,
I used to be on a podcast.
Hey, Jackie, how's it going?
Hey, Toots. It's a mighty fine budanka you got going on. Yeah.
So we're up against the clock. We're fixing to cut it loose, guys. Hey, we definitely appreciate you guys tuning in to the Grabbing the Brisket show. We love it. We appreciate it. We thank you for all the support that you guys give us. Please continue with the feedback. If you don't like anything, you want us to add anything, or you want to contribute to the show, hey, we're more than welcome. We got the BBQ Win Fail.
There it is.
Go ahead and hit that hotline up. Yes.
Send it in, because every person that sends in a BBQ Win and a BBQ Fail wins something, right? So it's a seasoning from SUCKLEBUSTERS, guaranteed. Also, you get featured on the show. And on top of that, who knows? We'll send you some swag or do something. So send in your BBQ Wins, send in your BBQ Fails, because we're not getting better as a group or as a listener. And until we hear like what not to do or what to do. So there it is.
We don't even get to hear Jan's jingle this week. So
we don't.
It's very disappointing, guys. I know a lot of people tune in for it.
They do, James.
That's why they tune
Especially
in.
Dan Arnold. I know you're out there listening. I know you're
what up, Big D?
Wanted to hear that jingle.
Yeah. So what do you got, James?
All right, really quick before we leave out here, I was able to get the overall results from Rodeo Austin, Texas Chrome Foundation, number 4. That was first class barbecue, Robert Smith. Very cool to see him get up there and get that trophy. Tito's number 9. That's the Texas Original show, Texas Original Charcoal. I can't remember the gentleman's name, but we'll find it. And we need to get that guy on. I mean, those guys have been killing it. They killed it at Rodeo. They've killed it everywhere that they go. So we got to get those guys on and talk a little barbecue with them. Jasper County, go Texan. They got number 6 overall. You had the Bourbon Cowboy Cookers. They got number 5. Brightview number 1. They got 4th place overall, and then coming in at 3rd place, we got the Smoke Show Barbecue. Man, there was just a whole list of just phenomenal cookers. Aaron Leslie with Texas Old Dust, Bill Purvis with Chicken Fried Barbecue.
That's right.
Very cool to see those guys. So, yeah, it's an event. Next year, you guys got to come with us.
Let's go. Let's go.
Also, big thanks to Austin Smokeworks with Jason and Jimbo and Solitaire and all those people over there that Austin Smokeworks that gives an opportunity to go there and compete and hang out and drink all their beer. And
thank you
Tito's
so much.
Vodka.
Hey,
and all
thank you
like
so
that.
much for saying that, because I think that is something that needs to be talked about. And I almost said it earlier, and we got off on something different, whatever else. But you're exactly right. We're talking about this is their 10th year, I think, competing out there as a group, and we have become. They've allowed us to get in the group and become part of the group or whatever else. But without them, we would not be out there. Austin Smokeworks is building some of the best fucking pits out there in this world, not just in Texas or anything else.
Right.
I think you look at Johnny and June, and it tells you just how much they're doing. The detail is unprecedented. And yeah, I think that. I think it's just very cool just getting to just hang out with those guys and just drink and cook badass barbecue.
Correct.
So
yeah, Mike with Pop Q Barbecue,
man.
next to us, man.
That's right.
He helped us out tremendously. So yeah, definitely appreciate these guys.
Yeah, 100%.
And this concludes the end of the podcast. No, I'm just kidding. Hey, big shout out. Next week, we're having a wonderful interview with Mantis Barbecue. We met these people over at the BBQA this year here at San Antonio 2024. Very cool story that these people have. As far as
from New
the
York.
sauces
Yeah,
and
they're
the
from New
rubs
York.
that they developed, that they're selling for a purpose. They're generating money for this artificial kidney foundation that they're supporting. And so cool story. Really interested to have them on and tell it. Yeah, it's going to be badass.
There it is. Matthew, final words.
Thank you. We've been great.
I knew it, you saucy little son of a bee.
Thanks for talking barbecue with us.
Later, guys.
As we close out, big thanks to SmokerBuilder.com and the MBBQA for their unwavering support.
Absolutely. And cheers to Barbecue News Magazine, SUCKLEBUSTERS, and Dow Strong Knives for their contributions.
And you know Yeti always has our back, and Cooling Nation ensures our drinks stay perfectly cold.
Lastly, props to Cambro Manufacturing and, of course, the Spicy Nut, the Chicks of Smoke Seasoning. Thanks to all for powering this show.
Until next time, keep smoking.